Or are you the type of person that I'm gonna change the world, and then you get a couple followers and you get a little money and you make it and you get a commercial or some shit, and then you're like, you know what? Fuck all that shit. I'm gonna sell out humanity. Let's fucking go down that rabbit hole. Forget everything I wanted. Everything I've ever known and heard about or learned about growing up, conspiracy wise or whatever, that show business is crazy, politics is all lies, all the industrial complex, fucking everything is just horse shit. I'm gonna contribute to that. Yeah, that's what I was born to do. That's why I'm on this earth, is literally to contribute to horse shit and keep the fucking perpetual hamster wheel going. Freestyling out the top. What's going on, nigga? I'm about to drop. Yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 4, episode 28. Nigga, I already know that I'm great. Suck my left nut. If you don't, you a bitch and you know it. Yo, what's up? It's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 4, episode 28. If you watching this, you know you great, nigga. What's up? What's up? Welcome back to all the recurring, all the beautiful people. Welcome back, y'all. If you're new, welcome. And you probably just tuned out. You don't know what the hell. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Black Zeus, the podcast. I'm your boy, Black Zeus. It is the podcast. Season 4, episode 28. I might have said that 28 times already, but that's okay. We are here to talk comedy, to talk craziness, and to talk, you know, like we do every week. You ever gonna let me stop? Wrong. It's not about you, dog. This is the weirdest fucking... I feel like I say this every week. What the... I just die on the podcast. All right. I got comedy to talk about this week and all that stuff. There's a lot of craziness happening in the world. But you know what we got to do first? We're acquainted. We're in the room. But let's see if we can summon the fucking crypto king. Let's see if we can summon Bitcoin Buju Banton. Let's see if we can. That's the dumbest shit ever. I can't. I'm trying to top it. I was stalling, but I don't think I could top Buju. I don't think I could top Bitcoin Buju. But you all know his story, bro. But I guess I could get you reacquainted. And for the new people, you know, we have a producer in the room. But this guy isn't just any guy. This is literally the guy. You might have read the article. At one point, he literally held the largest fucking reserve of Bitcoin, transferred it over to Ethereum, then transferred it out into this new coin called XLP. And that was like popping for 30 days. But turns out it was a pump and dump. And what ended up happening was he lost all that money. Now, what he ended up doing was he ended up taking the last like 30 coins he had and he dumped it all into Dogecoin right after the Elon Musk pump. So he lost all his money for real. Then he ended up fucking trying to be an artist for some reason because he's crazy. Started producing and died in a fucking mining accident trying to get Bitcoin because he was addicted. Then he became some sort of producer god, and that's why we have to summon him into the studio right now. So let's do it all together. Humbly humbu hinji ha. Oh, buju Bitcoin. Humbly humbeshi. Can we get Dante in the building? What's up, Bitcoin Buju Banton? You know that's I can't call you your name anymore.
That's hilarious. I was trying not to laugh, but that one killed it.
Yo, Jamaica, stand up. Jamaica. Oh, shit, this is awful. Yo, this whole first 5 minutes is a wash, bro. How you living, bro?
I'm doing well, blessed and highly favored.
You stuttered.
I know.
Do you know how you're doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
You're actually
I'm
doing
blessed
well?
and highly favored. Yeah.
All right. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So we know it's not a clone. He said the statement, ladies and gentlemen. First check complete. What you been up to, bro?
What have I been up to? Just been editing videos, chopping
good.
up clips. We've been going back and forth talking about stuff. So I've been, ruminating on some ideas.
Yeah.
Putting things together mentally, physically, and most importantly, spiritually.
Ah, shit. Put your fingers in the sky, man. It's fucking Bitcoin Buju Banton. Yeah, man. I'm so shit, bro. Ja!
Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie, Rastafari. Yo, just write down Ras for me, because Rastafari might be the title. Maybe next week we open up, instead of a rap freestyle, we actually go with let's do like, I don't know, reggae or something.
Reggae.
I feel like I don't want to say this and make it sound like it's easy to do, but I almost feel like I could come up with reggae music as easily as I can come up with country music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And again, that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I can come up with good reggae music.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I think my brain
You could come up
works
with the
in
same level as country
correct.
music.
Because I just have to change. I have to go from the twang and go to the yaman. You know, it's like, it would be generic as shit.
Yeah.
It would be fucking blaze the spliff and light it up. Yeah. Jah is great and we all light it up for Jah. Like that. Yo, burn this episode, yo. We're on a streak. Just
Burn it
fucking
like a spliff, man.
light up a spliff and burn the episode, man. This is like, you're Jamaican. Do you
I'm
speak
half
patois?
Jamaican.
Do you speak patois?
I mean,
Like bad patois?
I don't try and do it, to be honest.
Do you understand it well?
Yeah, I do.
Like
Yeah,
the
'cause
crazy.
because my mom switches between the two,
Oh, that's hilarious.
right? So like, most of the time she speaks like regular English, but
Yeah.
then there are some times where it like slips out, or like whenever we go back to the islands, like whenever we go back to Jamaica, all the regular English goes out the window and it's just all straight patois. Or like,
And like the deep, like you could barely.
well, I can understand it.
Of course you
Yeah,
can.
Yeah.
But I'm saying most people hear that and it's like Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Or like Mandarin.
And then, yeah. Like if I'm there long enough, like I'll start to like, pick up some mannerisms here and there. Like
Yeah.
I'll like, speak a little bit quicker, and then, try and be a little bit more rude to people because no, just joking. But like, it's like when you're there long enough, it starts to like seep in. You know what I mean? So I find like,
I see what you're saying.
when I'm in Canada, there's no one around me that's speaking mad patois where it just comes out, unless I'm in Toronto and there's bare Toronto mans trying to be Jamaican. You know
Bare
what I mean?
Toronto man trying to be Jamaican. This nigga, yo, that might be the real this week. Just bare Toronto man trying to be Jamaican. I'll have to find a place to put that in. That's hilarious. All right, well, welcome back. It's good to see you, bro.
Likewise.
I realized that I said at the beginning of this shit that I have comedy to talk about, but we're actually recording this way earlier because of scheduling than we normally do. We're not even recording on the weekend. So I think the last episode came out like 2 days ago. I have not done a show since then because this would be the second day. You know what I mean? And I didn't do the show on Thursday. Are you fucking mad at me for that, bruh? Are you fucking mad at me for that, bruh? But I do have some shit in the comedy space I want to talk about. I really have locked in to my online persona, Sona. I've really figured out how I want to be TikTok famous. I really figured out how I want to be an influencer. All those words are synonymous for fucking trash bag hoe. You fucking trash bag hoes. Yo, you ever follow this account on Instagram, Influencers in the Wild?
No.
Bro,
I know what it is.
That shit makes me violently throw up and laugh. Like,
Yeah.
I laugh, but only out of sadness. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I just watched this one where it's a girl and 3 guys, and then one guy that's the camera guy.
Okay.
So the girl is just walking down the street, and then the camera guy's like following her, right?
Yeah.
And then the 3 guys run up behind her with a Gatorade jug of water or some shit. I don't know. It looked like maybe there was something in it, but I don't know.
Prime water.
And they just it's prime water. They actually work for Logan Paul and KSI. Fucking their agents, bro. So they dump the water on this girl. She goes, ah! And then they start singing some Backstreet Boys shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got hit by the water boys. Dude, and they do a little spin and shit.
Yeah.
And they're wearing a shirt that has like a phrase on it. And the guy points at the shirt. You just got water, yeah. and then they run away, but they run away like penguins. Okay?
Yeah.
So they run away the opposite direction like penguins. And then the camera guy literally he does he does a 360 jump and takes the phone and just moves it in and out of the girl's face. Like, oh, how do you feel? Trash bag hoes. Trash bag hoes, bruh. You guys are all fucking garbage.
So just a quick question. Was that video of like their actual video, or was it, because the ones I like is when
The video was of somebody filming
recording
them
them do it.
because they were in a restaurant. They filmed it. They were niggas were in a restaurant
yeah.
trying to eat, and this is happening on the outside of the glass.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Those
that's
are the ones
that's
I like.
influencers in the wild. There's
Yeah.
people like filming these dummies and
Did you see the one of the girl? She was pretending to clean up on the beach. Do you see that one?
and she was just a bag.
Yeah.
Like she just picked up one bag's worth of shit and she left the bag.
She left the bag.
Ja, no. Fuck, bro.
Oh my
This is where we're at. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to you if you're that type of person. You're a trash bag hoe. This is yo, that's sick. Cause we didn't even plan to get there, but we did naturally, which is how the best things work out in life. Salutes to this week's trash bag hoe. Literally a trash bag hoe. Fuck. And influencers in the wild. If you wanna, if you're listening to this or watching this, chances are you're off of it, right? Like you obviously see the lunacy in all the shit. People trying to be famous or have some sort of relevancy off horse shit. I think more and more people are really starting to fucking clear their eyes out. You know what I mean? And to get back to my original point, I think I figured out my online persona, bro. And my online persona is to just call out the bullshit. Why the fuck not? Everybody gets their own corner, right? Like we're all supposed to figure out, how do I want to be? Oh, do I want to be an influencer? Welcome to my Instagram page. It's Fart Mondays. Mm-hmm. No, I'm actually just going to speak from the heart and call out the horse shit in the industry and around me. Because I've actually I fully realized, I'm like, bro, who am I trying to impress? Who am I trying to validate? Not even finally, but I think because I came to this conclusion a while ago, but I just realized that I can be vocal about it too. Oh, but not. I'm starting to do it again. Are you the type of person that I'm gonna change the world, and then you get a couple followers and you get a little money and you make it and you get a commercial or some shit? And then you're like, you know what? Fuck all that shit. I'm going to sell out humanity. Let's fucking go down that rabbit hole. Forget everything I wanted. Everything I've ever known and heard about or learned about growing up, conspiracy-wise or whatever, that show business is crazy, politics is all lies, all the industrial complex, fucking everything is just horse shit. I'm going to continue. I'm going to contribute to that. Yeah, that's what I was born to do. That's why I'm on this earth. Is literally to contribute to horseshit and keep the fucking perpetual hamster wheel going. Yo, so pull up my Instagram account for me real quick. I'm not even gonna do this every Friday because then that would turn me into what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I've started to release these periodically on Fridays, I guess. I'll turn the volume up for a second. Play out. I think I finally figured out how to get my comedy career popping. Let me know if this works, okay? First, I'm going to start producing comedy shows. I'm going to produce shows not because I have a good concept or a good idea to share with an audience, but mainly because I want to use it as leverage to get booked on other people's shows. And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to value comics' time properly. So I'm only going to pay them $50 to $25. That's step one. Second, I'm going to start auditioning endlessly for years and years and years for film, for TV, for writing, for festivals. And I'm going to wait for other people to validate me. I'm going to do that instead of defining my own wants, needs, and my terms. I'm going to wait for other people to say, you know what? It's time now. You can be on our festival 14 years into your career, and we'll call you a new face. We need you here now so that you can help us sell corporate commercials. My career is going to go through the roof, boys. You idiots. You know, First of all, my mustache is crazy in that video. And my little goatee there, my little patch, crazy in that video. Should have brushed it, whatever. Should have trimmed it, maybe, whatever. But that's not the point of it.
I know, right? My glasses are a little bit tilted.
I turned crazy superficial. You know what was running through my head while we're watching this? This feels exactly like those dummies on social media that will play an inspirational video or whatever, or like an informational video and just put their dumbass face just like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and just start pointing. Yeah, you better pay attention to this. Yeah, this is the point. This is the point that I want you to listen to. If you want me to listen to that point, just upload the video, you fucking loser. You fucking trash bag hoe. You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. You fucking weak bitch. I need everybody to look at my face so that they know that I know that this is the right thing to do. Yes, I am a genius. You're a fucking bitch. Yo, I'm having so much fun, bro. But yeah, let me ask you as an outsider, because you're in the world of comedy, but you're not like fully ingrained.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So what do you think when you hear that?
Well, the part that really stands out to me is when you're like, step number one is I'm not going to value their time, and I'm only going to give them $15
to $25. Bro, any comic around the world will hear that, and it will trigger them. Nah! After they spend 4 hours on a train and bus to go do 5 minutes in a fucking dive bar.
That's what's so crazy, because it's like you want to get paid for your craft, right?
Of course.
But then at the same time, you're not paid to develop it. You know what I mean?
Of
so
course.
It's like it's hard to develop when you're not even getting the money to get to the place that you need to be, or like you just pay yourself and now you're down in the whole $50 because, like you said, maybe you got to take 2 trains and then the 401's busy and then there's gas is going up and all this stuff, and then you're literally there for 5 minutes.
So this is a prolific problem in comedy. We devalue ourselves, bro. We devalue ourselves. Now, granted, the beginning of your career, you really you should be getting paid $15 to $20.
Yeah,
but like most people don't even get that at the beginning. You'll get like drink tickets or a meal maybe, or thanks for showing up. This is the beginning of your career. You get stage time, but it makes more sense to have to take those lumps at the beginning.
At the beginning,
the beginning, because you still you don't have something yet that is ticket worthy.
Yeah,
it's once you start breaking out of that shell, what I find is, especially in the Toronto community, I've been in it for 12 years now. Consistently, I've never seen anybody devalue comics more than comics. Like, we get paid more from people outside of the community, and a lot of times, bro, people will fucking produce a show as leverage to get on other people's shows. So all of a sudden, you have a bunch of people at the beginning of their career looking for stage time. You know what I mean? So they start a show.
Yeah.
They can't really afford to pay anybody, but it's a way for them to get stage time.
Yeah.
And then it's a way for them to book comics that also have shows. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So they have the same type of show, which really doesn't contribute to the greater good.
Yeah.
It's like, again, you need that little, you need a pocket of it for when you're coming up. You need a bunch of those shows. You need open mics. You need shows that like are at a dive bar that you know you're not really going to get paid, even though potential. I mean, I feel like we could start valuing ourselves a little more and figuring out
could that
ways.
also be part of the thing with comedians? Because I know comedians are very self-deprecating. So is that part of the mentality where it's like you're self-deprecating, but at the same time you're trying to value yourself as an artist?
I don't know, because when you say that because I've heard a lot of these things about comedians, they're depressed and then this and that.
Yeah.
It's just like in anything else, I think they're just like stereotypes. You know, like they are like they exist. They are embellished though.
Okay.
The thing of it is that not every comedian
100%
is depressed. Not every comedian is. Like, I know a lot that are fucking super happy, but they have their own own quirk and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like everybody has their own thing, and more people tend to be depressed.
Okay.
More people tend to have anxiety than us. Like everybody has their own unique quirk, but that's your unique quirk.
Yeah, yeah.
Or downfall, or fucking triumph or
Superpower.
whatever. Exactly, superpower. But like specifically that point, man, like, bro, 10 years in,
Yeah.
I had a comic ask me to come do their show. They had $10 for me. It's an out of town gig. They had $10 for me, and they would give me like a certain amount of money from every ticket that I sold. Bro, but when I tell you that was actually my breaking point. And I wasn't even an asshole to him about it.
Yeah.
I was just honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you can't be doing this. You got to actually assess who you're approaching and how you approach them.
Yeah.
And he literally genuinely started asking me. He's like, I actually don't know whether he was genuine or not. I'm not,
Yeah.
because I'm reading a text, but he seemed to actually be concerned that I was upset with that. He's like, wait, like, did I? I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you just offered me $10 to drive out of town and sell you tickets. Like, and this is where this is another thing which I kind of went into in that other diatribe last week. It's like, producers are producers, bro. I get it. I have an audience and I have my followers or whatever, so I can bring them. But at the end of the day, are you running a show because you can and you have something to offer people? Stop that horse shit. Stop that horse shit. It's bro, show business is fake as fuck. It's fake as fuck. And it's all these fake people walking around pretending like they're not fucking fake. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it doesn't even make sense. It's fake as fuck. It's fake as fuck. I have more people watching me right now because I've become vocal about this shit in the industry. I fucking care about this shit. I'm not here just to fucking sell tickets and fucking let people know, oh, I got a fucking goofy video for you every fucking Monday. No, man, I'm here to have real connections with people. I didn't even get into the whole festival and fucking auditioning because, like, one side of it was the comics to themselves. The other side of it is the industry. And like, really, most people out here not even realizing that they're chasing something that they haven't defined. They're chasing a festival credit because that's what everybody before them did. It was like, maybe stop and realize that everybody before you that did it spent a lot of time doing it when they could have been fucking off doing a lot of other things for themselves. Do for your own. But I guess, you know what? To be fair, a lot of people are doing for their own now. Within the fucking bullshit mechanisms that are set up for us. Oh, I'm doing my own. You just shout on TikTok. Why? That sounds like get 1 million followers to me, Zeus. Nah, nigga. You go contribute to trash and see what you get back. You get trash. I mean, sure, you might get followers and money in the short term, but you're not contributing shit. And let me know how you feel in a couple years. Let me know. Because I've already talked to a lot of people that are confused as fuck as to why they're all of a sudden, wait a second, I'm down this rabbit hole. I've talked to so many comics, bro. I'm down this rabbit hole of fucking content creation, and I don't even know how I got here. I'm not even happy with it. It's like nobody's stopping to fucking think. It's because we're all just endlessly, we're a hamster on a wheel, nigga.
And that is, I think, not part of the issue, but it's like, it's good to think about these things even before you get into it, right? Because what happens is, it's like, okay, I'm going to try anything to make it. And then you go down the rabbit hole of content creation, but now you've gone down a different path instead of sticking to the stand-up comedy path. You know what I mean? It's like, of course, because you're just like trying to make it by any means necessary. But in reality, it should be like, I'm trying to make it doing stand-up or like being true to myself or whatever it may be. But if you go down that rabbit hole of content creation when that's not who you are, you're gonna mosh yourself up that way. You know what I mean?
Bitcoin Buju Banten! And that is called fucking Full Circle. That is hilarious. In comedy, that's called the callback, but you know, it's all the circle of life. Damn, I shouldn't have worn this long sleeve. I am sweating. It is hot like a motherfucker. But yeah, yo, that's the comedy fucking recap for the week, nigga. Like, if you're an artist, value yourself better and think about what you're doing. And even if you're not an artist, man, just think about that in real life, because holy shit, you will just be at the mercy and the whim of every trend or whatever was set up before you, because that's how people did it. Yeah, and then you're just watching people jump off a cliff. Like, are you crazy? You're watching people jump off a cliff and you're like, I'm going to do that because they did it.
It's not even that. It's like, just follow suit. It's not even like I'm going to do it because this is like, they just go and do it.
Like, it's crazy to me that you would already take the craziest leap of faith, and I think that's what it is because really the only safety net in being an artist are a lot of these established corporate routes. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people don't realize that they could just create their own career and create their own definition of what that is. Yeah. As opposed to, I have to go through this way, then I have to produce a show, then I have to fucking intermingle, then I have to audition for years and years and years until somebody says, oh, you're ready. And literally in Canada, like, when you're ready for the big festival, it's usually, I haven't met many people that have been on that under 10 years. And what they call them is the new faces of comedy. The new faces of comedy. That's like, you're running towards that. You don't see how you're literally being devalued and not like, bro, fuck that shit. I'm a new face, nigga, because now you approve me. That doesn't even make sense. I approve me, nigga. And you know who actually approves us all is the audience. Is the audience. Yeah. And let me tell you, a lot of the people that make it to the fucking thing is because, you know, they fit. It's like a circle fitting a circle peg. A circle peg fitting in a circle hole. A square peg fitting in a square hole. It was like they only have so many slots and they gotta fit that slot. Yeah. They don't got room to fucking put another shape in this hole. It's like, okay, we're good. We got it.
Yeah, and like you're saying, it's like a safety net. So it's like you have to be safe. They're only picking safe options, right?
Correct.
Because they're not going to risk bringing someone on that might expose their whole operation, you know?
Oh, we've been exploiting you forever.
And they're going to pull the heads off the
Yeah, please continue to be exploited forever and ever. It's like nobody's ever stopped to think. It's like, oh, we're all like pigs in a slaughterhouse. Or you're free. Yeah. You're in a field, and it's literally all in your head where you decide to be. Are you in a slaughterhouse, or are you not even an animal? You're a free being. Yeah. Operating how you actually want to because you've thought about it. Over this shit. Let's get into a weekly regular segment. Let's fucking even out the show here. All right. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful people. This is the weekly poll results. Every Monday on my Instagram account, aka Black Zeus, it scrolls at the bottom of the screen every couple minutes, I post an interactive poll question. On Wednesdays, me and Dante get in the studio. We discuss the results, and this is what we're gonna do right now. This week's poll question was: they say knowledge is power. So how does knowing the world is fucked up make you feel? The options were empowered, gives me anxiety, powerless, or confused. And before we get to the results, Dante, how do you feel about this?
Empowered. I mean, like, knowledge is power. So the more, even if it's scary knowledge that you get, you see something and it freaks you out. But there are people, they're just experiencing it, so it's not even that they're freaked out by it. It's like they're pained by it because they're living in it. At least I'm on the outside, and I can make the decision if I want to be freaked out or not. You know what I mean? Because some people are so deep in it they don't even know they're in the slaughterhouse. You know what I mean? They're next up in line to get hit with the hand with Chernobyls. You know. You know what I mean? Like, they're next up, they don't even know.
It's like
this hammer right here.
What's it, whack-a-mole? It's like just whack-a-mole.
Just remember, because he had the hammer and he would just. Anyways,
I don't remember. That was
Chernobyl.
Nigga, what?
From American Gods. The Russian dude, and then
his name was Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Who was he actually? I thought that was Thor.
No,
I don't know.
no.
I didn't hear that. See, I thought it was like another name for
the
Thor.
Russians, remember? So there's like the North Star, then there's the Three Sisters, but then the Russian dude that was always
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, so he had the hammer, and
I thought he had the hammer because he was Thor's hammer.
No, because Thor's or Odin's
Yeah,
son
they ended
went-
up showing it later on. See,
Yeah.
I stopped. Like that
Yeah,
show
you
got
start-
so
yeah,
bad
Yeah, I know.
that it was more background noise.
But he had the hammer, and he would just go with the one clean kill and right in the
We
forehead.
play checkers. If you
Exactly.
lose, I hit you
With
on the
my
head
hammer.
and kill you and with my hammer.
But so many people, they're lined up, right about to get smacked in the face with a hammer, and they don't know it. At least I can see that there's people, and I can say, hey, watch out, there's a hammer coming, or
The point-
even though that's a scary sight to see, you know what I mean? If you want to say it's scary, whatever.
Well,
But-
I think because people, ultimately, bro, I don't think we can say people don't know it.
Some people don't know.
No, everybody knows. Everybody knows. You don't get to that point. You don't get to the point of being an adult without hearing all the scary conspiracy rumors about how the world really works. You don't get to be an adult without hearing that shit. There's no way in this day and age.
I think some people do.
Where, bro?
Bro, the same people that we talked about this in one of the other poll results, there are some people that put all their trust in the government. Therefore, they don't see what's going on.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. Those people still heard all the shit that the government does.
Yeah, but they don't
100%.
believe it, though.
Exactly, but they've heard it,
Okay,
but they don't
okay.
believe it because the fear of that means that it's real and they don't know what to do with that fear. It's, bro, everybody knows, bro.
That gives me anxiety category.
Everybody knows, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. There's no way everybody knows the story of the boogeyman.
True.
Point blank. Whether you've heard it as the government or not, you've heard it in some way, shape, or form as somebody imposing their will on you.
What'd they call it? What was his name in John Wick? Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Yeah, bro. You've heard of Baba Yaga. And like, how can you live? A lot of people can't live with that anxiety. So it's actually ignorance is bliss, bro.
Yeah.
You choose to not, even though you know you're in line, that's the craziest part to me, is that you know you're in line to be slaughtered.
Yeah.
Because at one point, you hearing that, like you hearing about the boogeyman shit, is a pig in a slaughter line looking up and seeing ahead of it.
Yeah.
But then, the comfort is to look back down.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about
But
this
they
shit.
still look down and they're still nervously walking forward.
And they're still nervously walking forward, but I have trust in all the people. I have trust in all the people
maybe
that
he
I've
might
been told
miss-
to have trust in. They have my best interests at heart, yes. You just fucking end up massacred in a lineup of people you just watch get massacred. And then you're confused as to why you're being massacred. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe because you just never thought to get up and walk out.
Yeah. To get out.
Or the moment that you did, the moment you did have that opportunity, you just got back in line. Or you stayed in line. And you just looked back down at your feet and kept shuffling forward.
People get back in line and hope that he would miss with his hammer.
Yeah.
And he never misses.
He never misses, bro. I obviously agree with you. I feel empowered, but let's see the results here. How the people feel. All right, good. 43% said empowered. 21% said gives me anxiety. 36% said powerless. That's wild to me. 0% said confused. I like that nobody's confused, but a lot of people feel powerless. I'm like, if you feel powerless or it gives you anxiety, I would like I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, man. It's because it's what we just described, bro. It's really hard to register that you're being fucked.
Yeah.
While you're being fucked,
Yeah.
while you have bills, a mortgage, a family,
Which
a
is also
job, and
part
all this
of
shit.
The fucking.
Correct. And this is what contributes to midlife crises and all this shit. Is people, because you don't think about it until it becomes so overwhelming that you don't even know how to think about it. And then guess what happens? You go to a doctor and they're like, you have anxiety, take these pills. Yeah, bro, you don't have anxiety. They gave you anxiety, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They gave you anxiety. All this shit is a blessing or a curse depending on how you look at it. And
And that goes back to the empowered thing, because you can choose to look at it as a scary thing. Or you can
correct.
choose.
But that takes work, Dante, and you know this obviously because I was afraid of it too at one point.
Yeah.
I was afraid too at one point, and I didn't bother to acknowledge it. But now look at me calling everybody a bitch. Because it's like, what the fuck are we really doing here, bro? Are we all alive to just be bitches? Like, are we all alive to just be well, fuck, I keep forgetting it. What is it?
Trash bag hoe.
Trash bag hoe. Not here to be no trash bag hoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's this week's poll results. If you want to get in on the action, follow me, aka Black Zeus, on Instagram every Monday, and I post that question live in the morning. Leave it up for 24 hours. By the way, Dante, where can people find you on social media?
The people can find me online at person1prod, PERSON, the number 1, PROD.
Cheer.
Boy.
Cheer. We'll do one more reoccurring segment and we'll get on out of here. We are recording this episode before UFC 292, so there's no results this week. We'll do the results next week. Enjoy the fights. Or actually, I hope you enjoyed the fights because this will air after the fights.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought of the fights.
Yeah, let us. Yeah, spoilers in the fucking because we saw the fights too. Put the spoilers wherever. Nobody comments. It's all good. Whatever, bro. I'm not gonna beg people to do shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we're gonna do Dante's Inferno every week on the podcast, or pretty frequently on the podcast. Dante over in the producer chair, he brings something out of these cultural zeitgeist, something fun, freaky, conspiracy, uplifting, whatever the fuck the people are talking about, and we get into that. So this week, what you got for the Inferno?
This week, well, once again, because it's getting hotter, as we say, this is why we call it the Inferno. Things are literally
so
on
hot,
fire,
yeah. So hot and her,
right? And for some reason, we're talking about the world's, actually not the world's, but the most flame repellent house in Maui.
Yo, that's crazy. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this footage. So obviously we're talking about the fires in Hawaii. Just to go along with the fires in Greece, to go along with the fires in Africa, to go along with the fires in Europe right now, to go along with just a few days ago, I guess by the time this releases, a week ago in Canada, the Yukon, the Northwest Territories, just evacuated 2/3 of the Northwest Territories.
Yeah, and your boy out in BC was talking about.
Yeah, I have a friend out in BC who's a firefighter, and firefighters out fighting these actual fires, they're saying a lot of shit out in those woods.
Yeah.
And I don't think everybody thinks that these are legit fires, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Because this is a comedy podcast.
That's, basically, as we know, there's been, I don't even know, is this a forest fire or wildfire? Like,
did you hear the official story?
No. Tell me about it.
So the governor of Hawaii came out and said it was the first ever fire hurricane, a new phenomenon for the current global climate crisis.
Oh my goodness.
So now we got to deal with like fire type Pokemon coming out of the ocean, nigga.
Fire hurricane.
So they literally said it was a hurricane that missed the Big Island and essentially devastated. Like it hit all of it, but it mainly took out Lahaina, which is the most ancient historic part of Hawaii.
Okay.
Which is like, it's got a lot of, one of the first things I heard that or read that burnt to crisp was language school that still taught the ancient.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that was the first thing. So that's where
that's the first thing I read.
Okay,
that was the first article that I read.
Okay.
But obviously, at that point, everything was gone.
But
you know what I mean.
Once again, because if this is a forest fire, like how does
it's not a forest fire.
Oh yeah, it's a fire hurricane.
Yeah, it's a hurricane.
Now I understand why they make that distinguish, because it can't just be a regular
hurricane, because hurricanes cause flooding.
Yeah.
This caused down power lines and all that stuff. That's why they're saying so. Hawaii literally has the most sophisticated air siren system in the world.
Yeah.
Because they're active volcanoes, and Korea.
Yeah.
They're the closest to Korea. So nukes and all that shit. So none of the sirens went off.
Yeah.
And all the people, like the official story was that it was because of down power lines and all this shit. Fires were taking out power to all of it at once. Like not one siren went off.
Yeah.
Okay. And all the fucking evacuation efforts, from what I'm hearing from people on residents, were community led, because there was it was just all fucking.
So here's another question, right? Because can't they track hurricanes? Like, isn't that part of they can? Oh, so here's the path that this is gonna take. You know what I mean? Like, couldn't they have been tracking that for a couple?
Yeah, but it came out of nowhere, I guess. I don't know. It's a fire hurricane.
True.
I don't know
how
anything
these
about
are-
those. It
we
was the
don't-
first ever.
This is
It was the first ever fire hurricane that took out some of the most ancient like land in
Yeah.
bro.
And-
Like
and-
like bro, I don't even want to get down all the rabbit holes and shit because there's obviously a lot of conspiracies surrounding this.
Mhm.
The lasers, the direct energy weapon shit.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you want to.
I mean, look at this photo right here. Look at this photo right here.
Yeah, like, bro, there's still green.
The
here,
insurance
bro.
companies, from what I'm not 100% on all of this stuff. Some of this stuff I'm hearing from like direct
Residents.
like from residents there and stuff. Other stuff I'm reading like here, this New York Post article and all this stuff. Some of it is like straight up conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
But like people said they saw some fucking beams of light out of the sky. They're also when and this is actual fucking recorded. When the Chinese weather balloons, the spy balloons, remember that?
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of spy balloons found above Hawaii.
Okay.
And at that time, this is documented, bro. Type in right now, green lasers over Hawaii. So at that time when they found the Chinese balloons, there like an array of green lasers shot down onto Hawaii. Now, some people are saying that this is LiDAR. This is LiDAR scanning or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I personally
Yeah, but
don't know
you
what it
wouldn't
is.
see LiDAR.
No, don't give me images, bro, because this is too conspiracy shit. Go to an article, like a proper article. Yeah. Scroll up. What was the headline? Hit X. You're killing me.
I didn't even see that time.
China flash mysterious green lasers over Hawaii, NASA says. NASA says this is on popularmechanics.com. This isn't some conspiracy website. So, like, we don't even need to get into this. I'm just saying that happened not too long ago. You tell me what's up. I don't know. Maybe it's more conspiratorial to say that Oprah and Jeff Bezos are trying to do a land grab along with BlackRock and all these other fucking organizations.
Well,
Maybe it's too conspiratorial to say that when they already own hundreds of acres of land on this historic land. Oprah, this fat bitch, needs fucking land. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
She needs fucking all this Hawaii land. But they showed her right away giving blankets and
I
shit to
saw.
people. Fuck you, you dumb bitch.
And this land is also supposed to be like very spiritual as well, right? Like that's also
Of
not only
course,
is it-
bro.
Well, that's why it's historical because it's spiritual, which is what brings them to this land.
I didn't even want to bring it to the spiritual stuff because a lot of people, when you
Yeah,
get to that
my
side
bad,
of
my
stuff,
bad,
they're
yeah.
like, this is hoopla. But like, even if you're not an astrology type person, which, however you feel about that,
It's spiritual to the people that live there.
spiritual to the people that live there, but also for some reason it's real to NASA and all this shit. Shit, you got any more for the Inferno?
Nah, that's it for
That's
today.
pretty. That was a good episode. Period.
Yeah.
We found out that a lot of people are just trash bag hoes. I'm very happy with that. Dante, you got anything else to add?
No.
All right. Where can
That's it.
the people find you one more time?
You can find me online on Instagram at person1prod, PERSON, the number 1 PROD.
Brat! I am AKA Black Zeus on all social media. Follow me, don't follow me, whatever. Just keep supporting. If you do actually leave a comment, hit a like, subscribe. I'm not begging you, but it would be nice because then it lets me know, that someone has a brain out there and we can continue to talk about real shit. If not, maybe we'll just turn this into a fucking meme page in a year. But yeah, that's been Black Zeus the Podcast, Season 4, Episode 28. I love y'all. Be blessed. Have a great week. All that good shit. Do something good for yourself and for others. Oh, man. Now I sound like a fucking... Nah. You know what? Go swat a fly. Just fucking spit in the streets. Just call someone a bitch asshole. I'm an anarchist, bro, but I'm not. I don't know. Whatever won't get me in trouble. I'm that. We'll be back next week for you on Black Zeus the Podcast. Love you. Peace, peace.